So how can people stay safe while walking on the streets? Jeff Verney knows a few tricks, and he's with the Toronto Rehabilitation Institute at the University of Toronto, and he joins me now via Skype. Thanks so much for joining me.
It's my pleasure, Christy.
So you work in something called a winter lab that actually recreates wintry conditions for research purposes. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's like a gigantic ice box. It's about 20 feet square. Looks like a cube. It's inside. It's got a real ice floor. We can control the temperature of the ice floor very, very precisely, and that's important because footwear varies in its performance on depending whether it's very cold, dry to the touch ice, or wet ice. You walk up and down in it, and the trick is that we gradually tip it. So just gradually increase the slope, and there comes an angle where you just can't walk anymore. You just slide down, and that represents the performance of that boot.
That's really interesting because it is really the gear that makes or breaks your walk when it is so icy outside. So what tips do you have for people dealing with slippery sidewalks? Are cleats the best option?
Well, actually, that's an interesting question. If you live out in the countryside and you're just going to walk over snow and ice, then cleats probably might be the best option. In most urban environments, they're not a great idea because you can't keep taking them on and taking them off, and you'll be walking in and out of buildings. You'll cross dry areas of pavement. You'll probably slide in lobbies, and you'll probably trip on cracks. So, you know, for most travelers in the day, you need to go for some just good treads, good soles on your boots, and we list them on our website. I think we've tested well over 200 different kind of boots this year, and we give them a rating that again is related to this angle that people can walk at.
And just very quickly, if you do fall down, if that happens, is there anything you should do afterwards?
Get up. If you fall down, well, you shouldn't fall down. I mean, my effort in life is to stop you falling down. But if you fall down, then obviously you have to get up carefully. And I don't know about you, but that isn't always easy on a slippery surface. The usual best way is to roll over onto your knees and then crawl to somewhere where you can climb up holding onto something if there's no good Samaritan around.
Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that for anyone. But thank you so much for all of your tips, Jeff.